The Swan Method is a system that I have devised for teaching music, which focuses really on understanding how and why of music, rather than just showing you what notes to play and in what order. The way that this method would help you learn is that it gives you the tools that you need to move forward yourself. Understanding is a key part of the Swan Method. Understanding why you're doing something, understanding what the theory behind it is. So it equips you then to move on and learn stuff yourself. I don't know of any other method that gets as swift results as mine. I get people playing and sounding really good very, very quickly. And it's all to do with understanding. My main bugbear about the traditional method of teaching is that you learn to read music at the same time as you learn about music. So we never teach children, when we're teaching children as babies to speak, we don't try and teach them to read at the same time as we teach them to speak. That would be unheard of. Why would you do that? You wait till they've got kind of mastered the basic sounds first, and then you can start to bring in the idea of how you might communicate that visually. It's the same with music. There is a language there before you even get to how you write down music. There's a whole language, and there's a whole load of theory and a load of practical stuff which you can learn without even touching notation. Now I'm all for notation. I think notation is fantastic, and I think it's the most efficient way of writing down notes that there is, but you don't have to learn it to begin with. And I think to try and learn it at the same time as you're learning about music right at the beginning can really hinder your progress. Realistically, people are busy. So the idea of this type of lesson is that you can do this wherever you like, at whatever time you like, especially if you've got an electric piano. You can have headphones on and you can have your lesson at 3 in the morning if you want. It is good to have one-to-one lessons with a person. However, it depends who that person is, and it depends if they are teaching you a system which is going to help you learn or not. If you learn the traditional method, I believe that you'll be spending an awful lot of time playing Mary Had a Little Lamb, and that's not going to get you anywhere really. Nobody's too old to learn the piano. I have taught people, my oldest ever pupil was 84, and he absolutely loved it, and he was playing blues and rock and roll and all sorts of things. And he was an absolute beginner at the age of 84. I think the sky's the limit. I think it depends on how much work you put into it. It depends on how hard you practice and how often you practice. Little and often is very true. It's very effective to do a little bit every day, 5 minutes every day, rather than an hour every month. Would be much better, because it's the regular going in of information which we need. But it really depends on how much you want to be a really good pianist and how much you practice. I believe that within a year, 18 months, you can become actually very competent, and should be able to be reading from chord charts and playing some jazz and playing pop music to your heart's content, really.